Just a few weeks ago, Canon released firmware 1.1.0 for the R5, and it was a very welcome release. It improved cooldown times and overall heat management capabilities. But today, Canon's gone ahead and released firmware 1.1.0 for not only the R5, but the R6 as well. Do we get C-Log? Unlimited record times? No, this is a minor update. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any exciting news, rumors, or tutorials. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video, including any gear discussed, are placed in the description down below along with my affiliate links. So if you need camera gear and you also want to help support my channel, consider using the affiliate links down below for B&H and Amazon. And if you're in Canada, give Patrick a call at Downtown Camera. So you're looking for a firmware update to the R5 and R6? Well, Canon just dropped firmware 1.1.1 this morning for both cameras. It's a minor update. We didn't get C-Log, the elimination of record times, or any other major enhancements that have been talked about by Canon and others. The R5 update only affects usability with the RF 100 to 500mm lens. So if you're not using the RF 100 to 500mm, this won't really have any effect unless, of course, they've got some other hidden fixes not mentioned. And of course, whenever a firmware update is released, there is a chance that more bugs could be introduced. It's not uncommon. Now, the first change is related to the image stabilization. You'll now get approximately 6 stops of image stabilization with the in-lens image stabilization turned on. The firmware also fixes a phenomenon in which the image stabilization capabilities may be degraded when performing continuous shooting. The R6 gets many more improvements. In-lens stabilization mechanism has been improved. It fixes the phenomenon in which the slow synchro screen setting isn't accurately displayed when the language is set to English. It fixes a typo displayed on the communication setting screen when the language is set to Korean. Connectivity during FTP transmission has been improved. Temperature detection and shooting time in video shooting has also been improved. In addition, the total shooting time when the short-term recording. Now this one is a pretty big one and should affect most ordinary filmmakers. Temperature detection and shooting time control in video shooting has been improved. In addition, the total shooting time when performing short-term clips recording in room temperature where you're constantly powering on and off the camera, well, recording times have been greatly improved there too. The phenomenon in which the movie recording time available is not correctly displayed when date time zone is set has been corrected. This isn't a huge update by any measurement, but in one way it is significant. It shows that Canon is aggressively working to update and improve the R5 and the R6. You see, this is already the second firmware update we've had in less than 2 months. I know what you're thinking. If you own the R6, you're saying, well, wait a minute, Simon. I didn't get any other firmware update. This is the only one that I'm aware of. Well, the R6 has shipped out with 2 different firmware numbers, 1.1.0 and 1.0.0. So if you're looking to upgrade to this firmware update, check the release notes, but you can go ahead and apply this one and it gives you all the cumulative updates. Now, one thing you shouldn't be surprised by, and that is that we didn't get C-Log 3, the elimination of record times, or any other major update. This is what is referred to as a minor dotted update. When you see the last digit of a firmware number increase or advance, it always indicates that you're getting minor improvements, enhancements, or bug fixes. Any change like adding C-Log 3 would be a major change, and with Canon, we'd see that middle number update. They're not likely to update that first number. That would be really, really major change. So I'd expect to see the next firmware update being 1.2.0. Am I going to be applying this update? No, I'm going to wait for version 1.2.0 or 1.1.3 or something like that. Based on the release notes, there's nothing in this update that affects me. And when it comes to updates, not only can they provide enhancements, bug fixes, and other things, but they could also introduce new bugs into the system, so I don't see any upside, only potential downside. And speaking of downsides, could they have made any changes to the overheat management system addressing the current workarounds? Now, I'm not saying they did, I'm just saying. What do you think? Does this firmware impact your workflow for the better? And will you be applying firmware 1.1.1 to the R5 or the R6? Let me know in the comments section down below. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win the Canon EOS R5. Thanks for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.